It's interesting that a lot of people say that Passion Works is such magic, and I'm always thinking that the magic is already here, it's already around us. It's in the studio, it's down the street, it's in all of us. And then once the invitation is there for that magic to appear, it does. And then once you have that mindset, objects transform before you even touch them. Passion Works is a collaborative community art center where we work with all types of materials and invite people of all abilities in to create and respond to opportunity. At the center of our process are artists with developmental differences, and we follow their lead, their aesthetic, their interest, the content to build what you see before you. With our sourcing of materials, we have this collective understanding of what we love to work with, and understanding that we don't know what we love to work with yet until we do. So there is this open invitation for donations to come into the studio because we don't know what's going to come in. So I think that there's this force of energy that comes in with people saying, hey, can you use that? And then we're saying, yeah, we're going to figure something out with that. We have a bunch of CDs in a pile, but what if we cut them up and we stick them onto a can? And then it turns into this beautiful, gorgeous disco ball kind of thing. They were taking down a building at Ohio University at their campus, and there was a room full of buffer pads for the floor buffing, and I just stood there. It was like glowing in front of me. He's like, you want those? I'm like, I do want those. I didn't know how we were going to use them, but we took them, and then we have Nelsonville Music Festival. We bring them out into this space, and we started experimenting, and now we have a garden. Let's share with each other our delights, because otherwise we're just going to trudge. And if we can turn a scrubber pad into a flower and hang it up at a music festival so that people can reimagine possibility and see the arts differently, which is in hand the human spirit and our own capabilities, then that viewer can think, oh, I can do that. The passion flower is our signature product. It really represents who we are and what we do. It is the first product that we ever came up with, and it was to create as much employment as possible that responded to the abilities and the interests of the people we got to work with. They're made from upcycled printing plates from the newspaper. We have to clean those plates, get the ink off of them, and we work with women in recovery. They clean the plates and then give it a nice primer coat, and then it's a open canvas for people to decorate and do whatever they want on that metal. We then punch out those petals and fold them and build these sculptural flowers. Since 1998, we have had over 2 million in sales, and they have become the official flower of Athens, Ohio. And I'm just so proud as when I see a flower on somebody's porch, or when they're at the mayor's office or at the university, in a restaurant. It's holding place for our community, and it represents the spirit of Athens. And we still love making them. Louisville slugger bats, when they make these bats, they're made on a lathe, and these ends need to be cut off, which we then use as these base for the flowers, these wee little flowers. What are they going to do? What's going to happen to these little nubs, right? And so we get them, paint them, and build our flowers. And then our flowers have an added story. The combination of sport, art, manufacturing, upcycling, all happening at the same time within this little treasure of a flower that you can gift somebody or have by your desk to remind you that there are different ways to think about beauty and using materials and the beauty in each other in our society. I mean, there's lots of things that are poetically infused into that flower. We are heavily into textiles. There's so much to choose from. We glean what we find, and that informs us as to what kind of products we can build. And so we use prom dresses, we use wallpaper, vinyl wallpaper, anything we can cut with scissors and run through a machine or hand stitch, which is a lot of opportunity. And then we follow the drawings that people have done or elements of things that interest the artists. So we have things that we're going to the landfill, and with love, the infusion of love and care and attention then turns those things into treasure. When we're making a big giant puppet or a doll, and there's a moment where it has transformed from a ball of fabric to this being that feels like it has life, it's like, oh, I see you. And now I can like build around your little energy. It's really magical. As a maker, wherever you're making in that place becomes the story of that place. And so if you're using the materials around you, it just reinforces that. It's not just your participation with the object, it goes back to the story of that place. And so anything that we make here, we're making with the intention of upcycling and sourcing local materials and manifesting the spirit of Athens, which we believe is this funky, really collaborative, community-connected feel. As we're making and we're transforming objects and we're transforming ourselves by connecting and belonging together, then these things take shape. It is exciting because it becomes a philosophy for living. Because when you do see like the potential in any person or an object and give it some love and attention, then all of a sudden you see it transform. So we know that if we open up our space to this opportunity, to transformation and growth and beauty, and it will happen.